Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening to all our friends tuning in from around the world. I'm your host Aakash and I welcome you back to the Boys Café. What a bad week, what a bad game week this was. I had at least two good things to look out for. One was I had KDB captain, so he gave me a 16-point haul. Not a haul, but a 16-point double-digit return. I'm happy with that. And the second one was, of course, yesterday, United winning 3-1. But then I said this line, I think 3 weeks ago, where I said that FPL is back and so is the pain. And now it feels like I can use this week in, week out. I can use this twice this week. FPL is honestly back and it shows the pain. So a quick update regarding the Boys Cafe this week would be that we won't have any guests this week. It's because of the work schedule that we have. It's a little hectic this week. And it was getting a little tight, managing and coordinating the time schedules. So that's why we won't be having a guest this week. We'll be postponing it to next week, hopefully. And instead of not doing anything, what we thought was why not solve some FPL dilemmas that people have. And hence we posted the tweet in the morning where we asked you for your questions. And here we are. So let's get started. So the first one that we have here is what to do with Mohamed Salah, and this is, I think, the most asked question in the community right now. So let's see what we have here. These are the two heat maps that we got from SofaScore, and as you can see here, the first one, it is from the last game against Everton, where Liverpool they tried to attack a lot, but nothing was coming from the end that Salah was playing until Núñez was there. So as you can see from the heat maps as well, he was quite close to the touchline, and the number of shots or the touches that he got in the penalty areas has reduced a bit. A reason behind that is because Robertson and Tsimikas, whoever is playing from the left side, is not the usual creator role that they used to be last year. This year they are just an extra body inside the penalty area, and so is Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is not a creator per se, right? He just likes to run with the ball, cut in and then shoot on side. So whatever creativity has to come, whatever crosses have to come, it has to be from the right side, and that is where Trent and Salah have been acting more as a creator than the goal scorer this season. And from the Newcastle game, Salah did manage to get a couple of touches inside the penalty area boxes, and you can see from here as well. Why not share the pros and cons of having Salah, because 13 million midfielder is no joke. It's a lot of investment, right? So let's first look at the pros, and penalty is obviously the first one there, because Liverpool haven't got a penalty yet, and it's only a matter of time when they get, and Salah is there. And even because he's acting more of a creator role, even if he doesn't score any other goal apart from the penalty, because of his creativity, he will be there on bonus points as well. So that is a pro. Then the basic caliber of the player. We all know Salah has been the FPL king for the last few years. So backing him is the second pro. And third one is that Diaz, Jota, Núñez and Firmino, all four of them are going to be sharing the minutes now going forward. Champions League is also going to start from next week. So one player from Liverpool who is safe from rotation, who's not safe from rotation, but who we back playing more minutes than rest of them is Salah. So minutes will come into play as a pro. You can see here, this is an image taken from Fantasypedia. If you don't follow them, do follow them. They are a very good Twitter handle. And what we can see here is that most of the chances that Wolves have considered has been from the wings, and Salah is there on the right side. So if you have Salah, this is also one of the pro of keeping him this week. But Wolves are solid defensively, right? And then Salah, after Wolves, has a tough run of fixtures. He plays Chelsea, Brighton, Arsenal and Man City in the next 4 games after Wolves. There would be better captaincy options available apart from Salah. And 13 million for a creator, is it worth the money? Is what the question is. So just let us know in the comment section what you think, whether it is wise to sell Salah or not. And let's see. We have a couple of days to write the voice of the boys as well. We'll do further analysis on that as well. Moving on, the next burning question that the FPL community has is who is the best Brighton midfielder to go for. Now, we haven't included McAllister here because we know that he's a threat from set pieces, but his expected goals and expected assists is pretty low. So what we are doing here is comparing Trossard on the left and Gross on the right. Now, what you can see here is Trossard has been playing as a left wing back, which is not honestly a bad thing because he's had a hat-trick score from a left wing back position last season. And he did well this game week as well. That goes well with Trossard is that he's managing to get a lot of penalty areas touches, which Gross isn't managing to do. Obviously, Gross is there on set pieces, so that is an additional benefit, and that's why his expected assist involvement is more than what Trossard has. But now, what goes well for Gross is that Brighton face Bournemouth and Crystal Palace in the next 2 games, right? And as you can see on the screen, both Bournemouth and Crystal Palace concede the maximum chances through the right side, and this is what can be targeted, and this is why we think that whoever you have, just hold on to them, don't sell them. Gross has maybe not lived up to his expectation this week or last week, but things are looking well for him. Both Bournemouth and Palace concede from the right side. Just hold on to Gross. A big haul can be coming soon. The next one is United assets. So United have been looking good after the Brentford game, and a lot of people in the community have been asking us what to do with the United assets. Now, what we see on the screen is Crystal Palace and Leeds, the 2 games that we play in the next 2 game weeks, and the one common thing is that they both concede a lot through the centre. Now, Rashford is one player who plays through the centre and then shifts to the left wing when Ronaldo subs in the second half, which bodes well for the Leeds game. But for the Palace game, the right winger, whoever starts from the right, Anthony started this week, should be a bigger threat in that game. Now, we won't suggest Anthony yet because Anthony just come into the team and he didn't look as good in the last game. He will take some time, so he's a wait and watch for now. But Rashford is certainly on our watch list. Apart from that, 2 other people who are on our watch list are Bruno Fernandes, because he is the creator of the team. He's involved in every chances that United create, and he loves playing against Leeds. Moving on from Salah, because he has a tough fixture against Chelsea in the game week 8, to Bruno against Leeds in game week 8 can be a good option. Apart from that, Dalot at 4.5, he's creating a lot of chances from the right, and Palace concede a lot from the right. He can be a great option as well. So Rashford, Bruno, Dalot are the 3 options that we are looking for. Bruno not this game week. If you want to get Bruno in, Leeds is the game when you get him in. The next one is the best 1 week punt from Leeds against Nottingham Forest. Now, as you can see on the screen, Nottingham Forest have conceded the highest number of chances through the centre. Bamford is back. He played 45 minutes against Brentford last outing. And I think if you're looking for a 1 week punt, no player better than Bamford to get in and target that fixture. Apart from that, if you're looking for midfielders, the 2 midfielders that we have on the screen are Harrison and Sinistera. Now, Sinistera has looked really good when Harrison was not on the pitch in the last game. And as you can see from the stats as well, expected goal involvement from Harrison is 0.21 per 90 minutes. For Sinistera, it's 0.40. But it's the expected assist per 90 that gets Harrison the benefit. More so because he's on the set pieces, he's taking all the corners, that's why. Now, he got subbed early against in the last game week, but we don't think that's a thing to worry about. And if you want to just bring in a midfielder for 1 week, Harrison would be the one that we would be going for. Moving on, is it wise to go with double Chelsea defense? Now, as you can see here, this is data taken from Understat. Chelsea are in the bottom 10 for expected goal conceded this season, and they have been really rusty. There has been no solidity in the defense whatsoever. Now that they have signed Fofana, some solidity should come. But we would say if you have both James and Cucurella should be a sell for now. More so because the attacking numbers from Cucurella aren't good as well. It's like 0.6 expected goal involvement in 5 games, which is very underwhelming. So if you are looking to move on from one of the Chelsea defense, Cucurella should be a sell. If you're looking to wildcard, Fofana would be the one that you would keep in watchlist. 4.5 million for the Chelsea defense can be a good price to get him in. More so because even if Chelsea have a tough fixture, you can just keep him on the bench. 4.5 million is a very, very less investment to go for. The next one is, should we sell Jesus? Now, Arsenal play Everton in the next game, and as you can see here, Everton concede most of their chances from the wings. But the thing that bodes well for Jesus is that Arsenal play really well and really attacking at home. And he is the center of all the attacks. He gets involved in most of the attacks that Arsenal create. And he has a great chemistry with Martinelli as well. So if you're looking to move on from Jesus, our suggestion would be to give him just one more week. Just hold on this week, and next week should be the one that you should be looking to move on from Jesus if you want to. He has been a really frustrating asset to own. We understand that, more so because his EO is 80%, and it just feels that even if he assists one goal, we would lose out on a lot. So if we want to move on, next week would be the one that we would be looking to move on. Now, if you're looking to move on from Jesus, there is a doubt between Toney and Mitrovic. Now, Toney plays Southampton next, and as you can see here, Southampton concede most chances from their wings. Mitrovic plays Chelsea at home, and Fulham, we know they are great at home. They are really attacking at home. And Chelsea concede the maximum chances through the centre as well. The thing that goes well for Mitrovic is that Fulham play 2 out of the next 3 games at home, while Brentford play 2 of the next 3 games away. And we have been saying this a lot of times already, that home and away factor is going to play a big role this season, and it's already showing in the last game weeks. If you see the expected goal involvement as well, Mitrovic is superior to Toney. Toney is more of a he's playing more of a Kane role last season, what Kane used to do last season for Spurs, or when he was under Mourinho, where he tries to come back and gets involved and becomes more of a creator. That's why I expected assisting more than Mitrovic. But if you're looking to bring in one attacker, Mitrovic is the one that we would be targeting, just because 2 of his next 3 games are at home, and then he has a good run of fixtures after that as well. Now, the last thing that we'll discuss here is it time to wildcard? Now, this is a team-dependent question, as we say a lot. It depends entirely on your team. So if your team hasn't been doing well in the last couple of weeks or 3 weeks, then yes, you can wildcard. But don't just go by what happened this game week, just because it was bad for everyone. It was not just you that had a bad game week. Everyone had a bad game week. There are some teams who have a very good next couple of games, and then their fixtures turn after game week 8. Like, for example, Brighton is one such team. So we don't feel that if you're wildcarding, you would want Brighton assets for a long term. They are the assets that you would like to own for short term. So just attack the next 2 game weeks and then wildcard after game week 9 is what you would say. More so because more time means better preparation, right? And we would have more information by game week 9, and it's a 12-day international break that we have. So there can be a lot of permutation and combination and thinking that we can do while preparing our wildcard draft after game week 8. So if you are not in any urgent situation or urgent need, we would say hold for now. And that is it from the video. That is it from the FPL boys. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel and help us reach to 750. Thank you and goodbye.